So the addition of the BP50 has shaken the metagame, and it is quite important to check how the previous top dogs are still doing. So first of all with Die Rich, I was using the Marksman barrel variant previous season as well as through the Master and a bit of the Grandmaster, but when the more people started unlocking BB50 and the variant with the Marksman barrel just became way too slow, because your ADS time is slower compared to the Ranger barrel variant, and I started severely underperforming with it. And when I switched to the Ranger barrel gunsmith, I will show you after this gameplay, and the situation improved. However, it was still not as good as the previous season, as it is a gun that has 25 bullets, and even though the time to kill is quite fast, but you just die to BP50 if they start shooting at you fast. And I don't know, personally I do not intend to use the RH a lot in this ranked season, simply because there is a better option to choose, the option being the HVK, which even though it received a nerf, but it is better. And I mean, even earlier HVK was like a better gun, but the RH was just easier to use, more versatile, because you do not run out of mag as quickly. So it used to be a better option with like randoms who could be bad. And yeah, so this is the old gunsmith with the marksman barrel. And like I said, it is not fast enough. And so if you still want to use the RH, then you should be using this variant, which actually used to be the recommendation previous season, just I found the marksman barrel to be better, because using it you had an edge against other RH users. And so the HVK, since it got a nerf to the headshot multiplier, I find the MAP strike stock to be a better variant compared to the EKM, which I used previously, simply because it improves your bullet spread accuracy and it kind of compensates in a way regarding the nerf. As better bullet spread accuracy just makes you more accurate, and like the bullets were hitting exactly where you try to aim, or just like more correctly rather. And what gives an edge to the HVK is that it is simply faster, like you do empty your mag faster, but in the current meta situation, being faster, it is a advantage. Now the problem of HVK used to be bad teammates, because since you run out of mag quickly you need to reload a lot, and often you just die while trying to reload because your random teammates are just bad and they are somewhere else entirely. Like they are not going to the hot zones to RPG, but even then HVK itself, it really feels super strong. And it can compete against the BP50 because it is faster than the BP50, like in terms of ADSing and time to kill everything. So as long as you start shooting fast, you just destroy them. And unlike the DRH, which is just really just feeling too slow now. And yeah, so the gunsmith is, like I said, this one with the MAP strike stock, it was actually featured previous season as the best, but IKM stocky just made your ADS movement better and I found it to be superior. But nowadays, again, bullet spread accuracy just more important. And Oden, it is unfortunately too slow. I mean, surely you can get some nice kills if you are playing passive, but in such case you would have to be playing with a good team who know what they are doing, who play RPG, because if you have to play versatile, then it is not fast enough. Like even before, it was a slower variant of DRH that does more damage. And since DRH itself is not notably as fast compared to the previous season, then Oden is even worse from that regard. And while, like I said, both DRH and Oden, they are not like unusable, you can still play with them. but if you want the best result, then you should just focus on HVK. And the other two, well, I will remove the Oden from my loadouts because I need loadout space. The Rage I will still keep and like try it out every now and then to see if it is performing better. But considering that the meta, like, it will be as it is until next balance changes, so you can really just remove the Oden. Unless, of course, you are like a very skilled Oden player, because I do see them in lobbies. In such case, yeah, just absolutely use it, go nuts. But like for people who just want a good meta options to just not lose, to win more games, then, like I said, it is HVK. Like even if you want to use the Rage, you can just use HVK via similar. And is it good, is it bad? Well, I've noticed that in the current meta situation you can actually start using aggressive SMGs. And it could really be the dawn of like free shot meta, and that we are going back to the SMG dominant meta. Bit by bit. Because aggressive SMGs, they can compete with BP50. Simply because of faster EDS. And so yeah, Oden, the build that I like is a slower one with a maximum barrel, but if you make it faster, then you do not have as good bullet spread accuracy as well as range. So this would be the best build in my opinion, and the best build is not what we need in the current season.